everyone, welcome back to Laser Penguin Games. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Edyrem set in Diablo 2 BXL Sigma, and I'm going to be using it with a Werewolf Druid, and we'll see what that looks like. Obviously, this build is specifically for just farming Toraja for Greatrunes. That's pretty much what the set's good for. Not really much else. So it's a very specific build. Obviously the set can go on any class, but we're going to go ahead and look at the skills that I'm using real fast here. So I'm going to max out Life Shield, max out Symbiosis, and max out Fairy Fire. And then if we look at the Corruption Tree, I'm basically putting in enough to Elvensong to get my max avoidance for Symbiosis, and then putting one in Mythal, one in Plague Avatar, one in Poison Flash, and then basically Acid Fiends is going to get our extra points at the end here after we're done going to our Werewolf page, where we're going to max out Werewolf form and Mana Pulse, and then just put one in Harbinger. You only need one in Feed the Pack. I don't have three, but they should go in Acid Fiends after. And I don't even have one in Twisted Claw. I guess you could put one there if you really want to try it out. Doesn't really matter. And whatever extra points you get are going to go in Acid Fiends, which is going to give us more HP on our summons, as well as going to give us the bonus of more HP regen for Symbiosis. Stat-wise, I just put enough, basically strength and dex to wear all the gear first, and I put a few extra vitality just to get my HP up a little bit, and then put most of my extra points into strength for some damage, as damage is not going to be super high with this build. Obviously it's more based on getting those Edyrems to do the damage and do the debuff, because all the enemies are going to be immune until they get hit by the debuff from your Edyrems. So if we have the set here, the set's going to be the sword, the armor, and the shield, and that's also going to give us all these bonuses, which is going to let us reanimate Edyrems when we kill stuff, which for the most part doesn't really matter, because whenever we cast an Edyrem summon, it's going to summon two, and they're going to have all sorts of bonuses. Bonus life, crushing blow, added damage, and then we're going to get 5% chance for level 40 sacred armor on melee attack. Also, we have a sword here, so also you can use this with any class, but if you want to make more use of the sword, the werewolf seems like the best option, because you're forced to use a sword anyway. So I just end up filling up with Toraja runes, because it is just a one-hander, and the base damage is not very high. It's mostly added damage. For some reason they put minus block chance on the sword. I'm not sure why. So our block chance is going to be super low here anyway, so I didn't even really bother stacking decks. I ended up filling up the chest armor with a bunch of like life leech jewels. Also, I wanted to cap out max frames on my attacks, so add as much attack speed you need to the weapon with orbs, and then after that it shouldn't be so bad. I'm using Nezha Zis Rune Word, which is going to give us another 10% avoidance, and then it's got a bunch of attack speed jewels in it as well. Some pretty nice stats. And then my boots are just Titan steps, and my Lilith's Disguise shield is, they're both full of the unique jewel that's going to add life percent, just max life, and some random elemental damages. Not random, but just a bunch of elemental damage and max life. Didn't really need to worry about doing too much extra damage here. It's more about what the Edyrems are doing anyway, so it's more about just staying alive. And I have the Sash of the Frozen Seas, which is going to help us with our poor mana regen as a werewolf. It's gonna basically keep our mana up a bit longer, as well as this is the old health mouth. I have the new ones here, but they're kind of over leveled for my character right now, so I'm using the old ones, which is actually kind of nice on this. So they have regenerate mana minus 50%, which is actually great for a werewolf because your mana regen works against you. So when you're using the Hellmouth gloves, it's actually going to help you a lot when you transform and keep your mana up. Also, we're going to be using Mana Pulse to generate mana, and then kind of just summoning Edyrems or maybe Harbinger to teleport around a bit. For Ring, I just have an Imperium Band for more max life and mana and attributes, and then one Giant's Knuckle for a bit of physical resist. And that's pretty much it. And Taganze Pendant for just max life mana and mana on kill. Also helps with the werewolf. That's all the gear. And I think you could probably just end up using a lot of crafted pieces here. It's not a huge deal. We're basically going to have a ton of avoidance. I did add some, I guess, extra armor percent orbs on a lot of the gear as well, and raised up my innatural attack chance to over 50%, which I guess you can get a bit higher if you have the extra charm bonuses and stuff. You can get even higher, but I just went just over 50 for now. Should be okay. So let's go ahead and head to Toraja. I'm going to summon some Acid Fiends as well. It's going to give us a little bit of it. It's going to give our minions, that's why we want them as well. Acid Fiends have a attack and movement speed buff, which is going to help your Edyrems as well. So I'm not really going to... I'm going to buff up my... Send out some Edyrems here. Black-Hole Wilds, Symbiosis, and Fairy Fire. And I could go ahead and transform. Good thing is when you're using Harbinger, I guess you get, with the set, you get a teleport as well. So you get Divine Operation, which is a teleport freeze. So if you want to use that, that's fine as well, but I just like using Harbinger. But you have a lot of teleports to just teleport around. And also you can just cast Edrems whenever. The Acid Fiends are kind of squishy. Those extra two skills would have maybe helped a little, but they're good enough to do their job. And we got a pretty full inventory. But let's go do Toraja. So you guys can see this set at work. So we got all kinds of teleports. And now we're just going to use our items here, and they took care of that pretty quickly. Let's go in. I'll say this is for farming the Greatrunes. And I'm out of mana right now, so I just have to hit one thing, and then I can teleport items around. And all I gotta do is just keep up the Acid Fiends, because my avoidance is super high. So I think I have 79% chance to evade and dodge right now. So the arrows are not a huge problem, and I'm also sitting on 17k HP. We just want to use those Edrems to kill the celebrants of the Triune. And you kind of just sit back and relax. Just summon. Not super stressful. And when your mana runs low, you just go ahead and smack something. Even if you're not hurting it, you're still going to get ton of mana. Also, you can hit things too if you think that they've already been hit with the debuff, but main thing here is just to take your time and use the Edyrems to do the work. For me, they have about 12k HP, 12.7. Most of the time you go to hit something, you're going to do no damage until it's been hit by one of the Edyrems anyway. Fortunately, the acid fiends do die fairly quickly. Oh, we can just spam them anyway, and then smack something, get all our mana back again. It's pretty easy. If we want to teleport around and rush to the boss or something, we can do that as well. Maybe we'll go fight the boss. Bottom corner here. I'm gonna try to clear it out though, so I don't have too many enemies. Wow, those acid fiends really die quick. Suppose I could have put in a few minion life jewels as well, just to, if I wanted to be lazier with the summons, and made full summoner druid for this, but I like to actually be able to smack a few things with the wolf as well. As I mean, the werewolf form is what's giving us the huge avoidance as well. You get an extra 30% just for being a werewolf form. Get him, Edryms. Come on. The archers like to just run away all the time too. They're very annoying. That's why this set definitely helps. The XP in here is actually not too bad once you get going. Take the creepy shrine. You get a lot of rune drops in here, but I'll say I'm looking for Greatrunes, not regular. Stop running away. Alright, let's go see what the boss is doing here. I did bring a merc in, but I guess he died fairly quickly as well. See if I can get my Edryms to just kill the boss. I'm gonna have to smack something. Don't have mana. Are they doing some damage to the list? A little bit. I might have to actually do some damage myself here. I lost one of my it's acid things I lost. I have you now. I have you trapped. So easy to double summon the Edryms. I think the earthquake or whatever's going on over here, I have to actually do most of the damage to the boss because the Edryms do not survive very long. Where are all these extra archers coming from? I know she summons extra, but seems like there's just extra running down here to... Oh, Edryms, take care of this. This guy definitely got... There you go. Just be able to clear this out. Also leeching a lot of life as well. Edryms are not the smartest summons. Buffs. Get some more acid fiends. Where did the boss go? Lilith. Did you try to run to Diablo 4? No. Well, there's a charm there that I don't particularly need. I have quite a few of them. Not sure if the boss has an increased chance to drop the runes or not, but still worth killing. Might find something. I can just go through with Hardbringer. Oh wow, something actually hit me there. I have to use the Edryms here. I'll just sit back. It's kind of a waiting game. That's kind of what you play in here anyway. Let's get some Edryms on the other side of that fence. There we go. Really hoping if I clear most of this out, it'll give me a rune, but not guaranteed a rune even if you clear the whole place out. Could get nothing. And that's just how the RNG is right now for this mod. I'm swing at this guy until he gets debuffed. And then teleport. Well, I'll just summon some new ones. The good thing too, also, if you're using your teleport skill, it's going to bring the Edryms on top of whatever target you want. Eerie Shrine, sure. Not sure what these guys are doing, kind of just running along the fence like a bunch of idiots. So you definitely have to resummon and move them around a lot. They'll just sit there and do nothing. Oh, give us some juicy loots. I suppose I could try to build a more magic find version of this. And just hope I can get some good loot in here, but for now it's just trying to get the runes. And most people kind of hate this area because it takes a while. But if you're just taking your time with this set, not a big deal. Stop running. Stop running. Oh wait, does it look like is the Edryms that get the sacred armor, not me? There's a big pack of mobs here. Wow, it's a lot of ruins, but not the ones we want. I'll see there's shrines dropping in here as well. hate when they run away. Ooh, set ring. It's probably the Sork set. It is. Oh, it's the catalyst. It's only got 5% movement. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to lucky it anyway. As you kill more, they kind of thin out and start spreading everywhere. It's more annoying to track them down. So I like to just mostly kill the bigger groups. Come on, Edryms. Attack them. Come on, guys. Bunch of jewels. Sure. Yeah, they're pretty dumb on their own. That's why they give you the teleport too, I guess. Because they'll just sit there and do nothing. Come on, guys. You can do it. You have all these extra powers. Oh, that was pretty quick. Problem is when they run away, that they don't chase properly. Because they can only go so far from you. Look at that shit too. They put... Oh, you think you can trick them, eh? You just go through this little crack. Little doorway there. Guys, don't let them run. You just... It'd be nice if they put something like above their heads or something, like once they got hit, like either they had something on that disappeared, or when they did get hit, it would show like a debuff or something above their heads, so you know like what you can attack. It would be really nice if they did that. Unfortunately, right now, you gotta watch every single one, and then just hope. Unless you have, I mean, AoE attacks obviously will hit anything anyways, but I'm honestly single target right now as the wolf. Yeah, I can get enough to get, I don't know, if I can get more than half of our XP by clearing the rest of this. Looking down some dodge here, I should rebuff. I don't know why they bother giving you all these extra runes in here. They're just pretty much worthless. I mean, let's be honest here. You don't need them at this point. You've already had enough from farming, like Duncraig and K3K and everything. I not have enough luck here to get a great rune, but we're trying. It's mostly clear now. There's a few stragglers here and there, but that's pretty much it. I'll go back down. So, no, it's a pretty nice build to farm the area. If you guys want to try it out, or if you guys have tried this set with another class, just leave it in the comments what you guys have done, if you and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video. Hello everyone who made it to the end of the video. This is Laser Pen Games, reminding you to smash that like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps out. And if you're looking for even more content, check out my Patreon here, where I post exclusive video content every month, and you'll have access to all of that.